that it has offered Ali Abdullah Saleh a dignified exit strategy. Saleh, on the other hand, slams the offers by the opposition as not substantial at all and not genuine. For the time being, there's a sense here among the Yemenis that the uprising in Yemen may not be as brief as the ones in Egypt and in Tunisia, and thus could be a very protracted standoff with both sides holding out. But the real problem now in Yemen is that people are pretty much concerned about a situation where people might take up to the streets using arms to impose their own agenda. And this is exactly why the opposition, the anti-government protesters, President Ali Abdullah Saleh, the political elite are warning that Yemen is different than Libya, Tunisia and Egypt, and that if the deadlock prevails, this country could be just dragged into the worst anarchy and civil war ever seen in this part of the world.
So much more to come on the programme, including the head of a prestigious British university steps down for accepting millions in cash for the organisation in donations from the Gaddafi family.
3, 2, 1.
And mission failure. We'll see how that was as good as it got for NASA's latest rocket launch.
How changes in Earth's climate may affect.
Welcome back. First, across India, we're looking at some very warm temperatures. They're going to be in the mid-30s for most of the weekend, from Saturday as well as into Sunday. As you can see, Nagpur at 35s, Kolkata, it'll be seeing about 35 degrees as well, but you're going to be seeing some clouds in your forecast. Down to the south, we are going to be picking up some rain for Sri Lanka. Now, they had a nice break from the flooding that they had seen. We need to watch this very carefully. More rain is in the forecast. We do have some lands that are still flooded, so this could actually aggravate the situation that is going on in the region. I now want to take you down towards parts of South Africa. We're looking at some very heavy rain showers across Namibia as well as into Angola. Those showers could lead to some flooding as well, but we have also seen flooding over the last several weeks for the northern part of Mozambique, especially in the river valleys. We had seen over 20,000 people displaced because of the very heavy showers in the region. Madagascar is still going to be seeing some extremely heavy rain over the next couple of days, but not too bad down towards South Africa. Cape Town at 26 degrees, partly cloudy. The showers will be just to the east, and Johannesburg will be sunny, about 27 degrees for you. Well, up towards the Arabian Peninsula, we are looking at some cooler conditions. Here in Doha, temperatures are only going to get to about 24 degrees on Saturday. Abu Dhabi at 23, but we could possibly see some showers for the southwestern part of Saudi Arabia as we head into Sunday.
He's taken stolen goods and he's now dumping them onto the world without any sort of consideration for consequences.
From people making the news.
If the North will be saved a lot of trouble, I think it is important that they should come together.
To those it affects.
We do accept that there was very bad mistakes made in our banking area.
Behind the headlines.
Most South Koreans are not interested in reunification.
Is the inside story. At this time on Al Jazeera.
Watching Al Jazeera. Reminder of our main story. At least 30 people have been killed in the Libyan town of AlJazeera near Tripoli. It comes after forces loyal to Muammar Gaddafi attacked opposition fighters who had been in control. Libyan state television is reporting that pro-Gaddafi forces have now taken the town from rebel hands. Protesters also gathered in Benghazi in the east after Friday prayers demanding the end of Colonel Gaddafi's rule. It comes after a series of airstrikes by pro-Gaddafi forces on eastern towns in the past week. Well, Marie is a photographer in Libya. She joins us live on the line from Brega checkpoint, which is close to the oil town of Ras Lanouf, where there have been clashes between Libyan regime loyalists and rebels. Tell us what you've been witnessing today.
Hello. Today, in the first half of the day, we tried to go towards the front line And after we went past the last checkpoint in Agela, about 20 kilometers towards Ras Lanuf, we've been shattered, so we had to turn around and we returned to Brega checkpoint at the local hospital. And since about 2 hours ago, wounded has been coming back here, very seriously wounded men, rebels. And the rebels are saying there are mortar attacks, there is gunshots, there is airstrikes, and the fight is taking place in the desert right now, and it does not look good.
And so there's some very serious injuries, as you mentioned there. Are they continuing to fight, or has the town fallen, as you understand it?
There are mixed reports. Some of the rebels say that they won the Ras Lanuf. Other rebels say that the rebels are turning around. But the mood is very, very somber among the men who are coming back from the front line. My friend, photographer, is right there. He just sent me a text message saying that the fighting continues, the fire is continuous, it doesn't stop, and that the rebels might be turning around.
And you mentioned that there were some airstrikes. Can you confirm that those happened? Did the person, your photographer that you've been speaking to, witness any?
The people who are the people have seen the planes, but they cannot confirm the airstrikes because of how much noise and fire there is on the ground.
And
they're not able to say whether there has been an airstrike or whether they were mortars.
And tell me about the situation in the hospital itself. I mean, how is the hospital coping with this influx of casualties?
It's a provincial hospital. They can't really do much here. The doctors are very, very stressed, and they have about 2 rooms. They just do the first emergency aid, and then they send the wounded further to AlJazeera, which is about another 30 kilometers from here.
And did you get the impression that people were prepared? Sorry, continue.
Yeah, unfortunately, they can't get people into the Ras Lanuf town hospital, which would be a lot closer because the road is blocked by the Gaddafi forces, and the ambulances have to return.
OK, Marie, thank you very much indeed for taking the time to talk to us. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Now, fighting near the major oil terminals in Libya has caused oil prices to jump to their highest level since 2008. Steve Levine is the author of The Oil and the Glory, and also a contributing editor to Foreign Policy magazine. He joins us live now from Washington. Thanks very much indeed for being with us. Is this high price of oil something more to do with fear, or is it because of the lack of supply?
It's more the fear factor. It's the uncertainty in the market. Right now, traders are looking at Libya, and the longer it goes on, remember that prices quieted down a little bit a few days ago when Saudi Arabia put some volume onto the world market. But now that there's more television images and news about fighting near oil facilities in Libya, the longer it goes on, the more chance there is for traders to trade on that uncertainty. And what is that uncertainty? They're thinking not Libya, they're thinking about other countries in the Middle East to which the unrest could spread.